Well, look who's here for tonight's Hot Take. He's O'Leary Ventures chairman. He's Kevin O'Leary. Kevin, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Kevin, what do you make of this? We've got climate activists. They are now ramping up protests in D.C. They now demand the FTC get everyone to stop calling natural gas natural. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I understand that. There's one problem, of course. Natural gas is natural gas. It's a natural element that comes out of the earth. Hard to change it, change its name. It's been called natural gas because of what it is, and it provides energy to tens of millions of Americans. I think the narrative is getting a little difficult these days regarding energy policy, and it's part of an overall situation that we've got to fix. And I hope to be part of this narrative. It's really a bipartisan issue now because it's clear to everybody that's looking at this issue after what happened in Germany and the Ukrainian issue with Russia and everything else, that we need energy independence. We have to have a new policy in place because after the pandemic, everybody realizes whether it's masks or hazmat material or drugs or chips, semiconductors, we can't live anymore in a just-in-time inventory in America. We need a just-in-case inventory, and that includes energy. We need our own energy.
You know, but President Biden is not doing it on a bipartisan basis. He's changing the U.S. economy on his own with a stroke of a pen, where he circumvents Congress on things like regulating U.S. energy, penalizing higher credit borrowers with more fees to subsidize riskier borrowers, his student loan bailout, bailing out uninsured bank depositors and bank collapses. You know, Steve Moore points out Biden is paying people for not working through more benefits and COVID funds. So he's doing all that on his own, altering on his own the U.S. economy and things like U.S. energy.
Well, these are debates no different than what's going on in the budget ceiling, frankly. I think this is a narrative starting on a whole bunch of agenda items, and you have just defined the 2024 election right there. All of those issues are huge, every one of them. Energy's right up there in the top three. Everybody realizes we have to have a policy. Now, you can debate what you want in terms of how you get to energy independence, and I'd argue that every source is needed, every single source. We need everything. We need nat gas, we need oil, we need solar, we need wind, we need nuclear, we need it all. And I think that's got to be put into a package. I don't think this is going to be hard to sell to the American people. People get the joke on energy now. They looked at Germany nearly freezing their heinies off in the winter, and they're very lucky they had a warm winter. They don't want that to happen in Texas again, I'll tell you that.
You just made history. You just used the Heine word on Evening Edit. Thank you for that. But you know, so you know, what do you? So Biden campaign. He said he's going to, knock out fossil fuels. He's doing it. No president should have that power. That's an autocrat, right? We're not in an autocratic society. This is not how the U.S. economy is run. But now we've got Democrat Senator Joe Manchin. He's inviting you to his home state of West Virginia. Are you really interested in building an oil refinery in the U.S.? Are you going to take him up on his offer?
Yes, I am. I'm going there. And this proves the point that it's a bipartisan issue. I have the same invitation from North Dakota, Governor Burgum and Kramer. I mean, these good senators, these good leaders understand that we have to work together because refineries are needed. We haven't built one since 1977 in Louisiana. We need at least 6 more just to provide what we're going to need over the next 36 months.
But is Biden listening? But is Biden listening to you?
Well, I'm going to be making a lot of noise. I hope he does. And my point is, I'm doing it on a bipartisan basis. I'm going to the Hill. I'm going to talk about raising the capital, the debt, and the equity for this. There are sovereign wealth funds around the world that want to invest in America. What they need is permits. They need leadership at a state level. We're going to put these refineries near existing pipelines so we don't have to fight the pipeline issue. We're going to do this. We're going to do this on both sides of the aisle.
Kevin O'Leary, sounds like you're running for office. President Leary, thank you, Kevin.